Hello, namaste. Happy Wednesday. Anybody out there? Happy Wednesday. I hope that you are having a wonderful week. And I hope that you are feeling this energy and utilizing it to the best of your abilities. It is a powerful time. I believe Sri and Kara said this is a choice month. So, what are you choosing? And if you're not consciously choosing something, then something's choosing you. Inaction is still action. Being quiet is still a response, right? So, what are you doing with all this powerful energy right now that is so supportive and so positive, so lucky? We have the Lionsgate coming up on 8/8 in just a few days. We also have a new moon in the sign of Leo, which we are in the season of Leo. It's the lion. How rare do you think that must be that we have a new moon in Leo, the sign of the lion, on 8/8, the Lionsgate? It's massive. It is massive. Namaste, Angel. Thanks for being here. Yeah, this new moon in Leo. So if you're familiar with birth charts at all, and you find that interesting, it's interesting to look and see where that falls in your chart as well, and what areas of your life will be illuminated during this time frame with the new moon and the Lionsgate. It's when we can manifest so easily, so powerfully, and manifest positive as well as negative experiences, which is why I was asking you, what are you focusing on? What are you putting your attention on? Where is your attention going? Because whatever you focus on, that is going to grow exponentially during this time. So, what steps are you taking? Are you taking care of you? Are you loving you? Are you still looking yourself in the eye, in the mirror, and telling yourself that you love you? And I know there are times where that can be really challenging. Maybe you disappointed people that you love, not intentionally, but maybe you did. So how do you rectify that? Where do you end and someone else begin? Everything that you do, all the choices that you make, it is not always going to be in someone else's best interest. It's not always going to make someone else happy. When you are following your inner guidance, following your dreams, and looking for people, places, and things that vibrate at that same frequency and are supportive of you on your journey for your dreams. As you discover who you are, as you become more refined, as you become more tempered, as you become more authentically who you were created to be, as you remember your magnificence, remember your greatness, remember all the gifts and talents that you have. As you remember who you are, this is a perfect time to remember if you don't know who you are already. This is a perfect time to try out the laws of instantaneous manifestation, especially with this Lionsgate, and especially with this new moon energy. New moon is a perfect time for starting something new, for creating your vision. Do you have it written down? Do you have action steps of how to get to where you want to be from where you are right now? I was reminded this last week that even having the best intentions and taking care of myself doing what I feel is right for me, it's not always going to make other people around me happy. They may have a different viewpoint. They may have a different perspective, right? So what perspective do you have on someone else? Where are you judging someone else based on their past? That's so easy to do, right? But I want you to step back for a moment. Put your hand on your heart. Think about whatever person or situation that you are having the biggest struggle with, and where you may be judging a situation or a person a little bit harshly. And I want you to put yourself in that person's position and try to think what might be going on in their life, or what maybe went on in their past that made them be a challenge in this situation at this moment. And send them love and light rather than criticism and condemning. Miracles do happen, and I've had them happen to me in this last year when I have approached a challenging person, relationship, or situation, and I approach it from a place of light and love, sending so much light and love to the other person, or to the person that's being obstinate or a challenge. And miracles happen when you do that, when you come from a place of a pure desire to not hurt someone else, to help, right? And even if you're not going to be around someone, you choose to cut them out of your life for whatever reason, you don't have to tell everyone why. You don't have to badmouth them. You don't have to continue judging them. You don't have to tell everyone why you're no longer wanting to be, whether it's in business or a personal relationship, a friendship, romance, any of that. You don't have to tell people why you aren't around this person anymore, or around that job anymore, or that coworker or boss or any of that. You don't have to justify your decisions. They're your decisions. And you should be able to decide and choose whatever is best for you, right? That's one of the things I love about going through navigating the inner matrix, is reminding ourselves that we can trust ourselves. We can trust our heart and soul if we connect in. And we connect in with a evasive breath, right? We connect in with setting our intention to connect in with our heart and soul. It's so important to try to be the observer and not react to someone else when they are hurting and they are lashing out. It's so important to step back, to take that breath before you respond, and then approach someone else from a place of love and compassion and understanding. And remember, you're not the same person you were a month ago. You're not the same person you were 6 months ago, or a year, or 5 years. So why are we so susceptible to think that other people are going to stay the same as well, and judge people based on their past? Yes, people do have some inherent personality traits that may not change all the time. But automatically assuming that someone is going to respond and behave exactly as they did 3 years ago or 5 years ago or 10 years ago or even 2 months ago is really unfair. Because if you think about how much work you're doing, and if you are involved in navigating in the inner matrix with Sri and Kara, then I know you're doing a lot of personal work and personal growth. You are working on yourself, and yay for you, kudos. It takes a lot of courage to look in the mirror and be completely honest, and to take a look at the areas that maybe you need to put more focus in, educate yourself more, learn more, grow, seek out other teachers to help evolve and progress. Hi, Susan. It's important. It's important that we show compassion to ourselves. But it starts with us being honest with ourselves, with telling ourselves the truth above everyone. Because I know you've heard me say it on here before, you above anyone deserves your love. You above anyone deserves your love and compassion. And when you are loving yourself and have compassion for yourself, then you have even more to share, to give, to help others. And I know that's this community. If you're here watching this, I know you have a heart like that, a desire to help other people, a desire to share who you are ultimately with the world. And you have a lot to offer. You have a lot of talents and gifts. Some you probably have not even discovered yet. Right now, with this new moon in Leo and the Lionsgate on 8/8, both of them happening the same day. Mind-blowing. That is hugely powerful, positive, and lucky energy. So go for those big dreams. The lion is bold. The lion steps forward. The lion comes out of the woods unafraid. Or if they're afraid, the lion pushes through that. He continues walking. He continues moving, right, towards his goal, he or she. I have a t-shirt that says, the lion does not waste time on the opinions of sheep. And that's true. The lion is being the lion. It doesn't try to be a sheep, and it doesn't care about the opinions of sheep. So are you dealing with people that are not awake and you're frustrated? Are you dealing with people that say they want to awaken but don't want to do the work and want to really just have things come to them and go back to sleep? Love them more. Send them more love. Send them more compassion, and know that you or I cannot make anyone else wake up. We can't make anyone take responsibility for their actions. We can't make anyone learn their lessons, right? Exactly. Susan just said, yes, the sheep spends their whole life being scared of the wolf or the lion or whatever, only for the shepherd to eat them. That's true. That is true. Yes, we can be like a sheep and follow and help fulfill other people's dreams, or we can be like the lion and go out there and make our dreams come true. We have it within us. You have it within you. And the beautiful thing is being in this community of Oneness Talk Radio, there's so many other radio show hosts that have a lot of diverse, supportive things to offer. If you haven't checked out some of the other shows, please do so. I'm grateful that you're here, and I'm glad that you're here, and I hope that you get something out of my show. This is a place that we come together. This is a place that we share our stories. This is a place where we hopefully inspire each other and lift each other up and believe in each other and help each other evolve and know that we are not alone, that we are not crazy, that we are on the right path, ascending. You know? Thank you, Leslie. If I can go through the things that I've gone through, and I'm still here wanting to help anyone and everyone, you can too. You have so many gifts and talents that the world needs. This community is a great place to come to share those, to express those, to get that love and encouragement. Talk to Shri and Kira. If you don't know who they are, go to sriandkira.com and check them out. They have so much information, courses, trainings that will blow your mind and expand your life. My life is expanding crazy in ways that I did not even consider before and that I did not think possible. All because I said yes, and I was willing to take a look at the traumas that were in my life and try to figure out what life script was playing and what limiting beliefs am I still holding on to from childhood that really have no place in my life today. Not if I want to become the person that I want to become, not if I want to get to where I want to get to, not if I want to create my visions and dreams. And it's so important. I love that Susan. She has a purple crystal scepter that she got from Kira at a training back in 2004. That is fantastic. I get jealous of people that have known them for that long because I've only known them for about 2.5 years. And I feel grateful every day to have come across Shri and Kira. It was definitely at a time in my life that I was seeking, that I knew that there was something more, that I knew I was not on the right path for me. I was depressed. I was in a marriage that was not serving me anymore, that was not fulfilling me anymore. Not because he's a bad guy. He has his downfalls just like we all do, right? But we wanted different things, and he was not supportive of me evolving with my metaphysical gifts, my spiritual gifts. And the relationship was abusive. And so I finally got the courage, thanks to Shri and Kira, and talking with them and going through some of their trainings and all of that, I finally realized that one of the most loving things I can do for myself, first of all, but also for my ex, is to leave, is to create the life that I want. Not allow myself to be stuck, not allow myself to be the victim and on that victim triangle. Yes, absolutely, Susan. She said, so that we both can grow higher. Absolutely. I think that's one of the big misconceptions that's out there is that everyone is supposed to find that one and only and live happily ever after, and you don't get divorced and you never separate. You just live till you both die, or one or both dies. That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily everyone's path or journey. Yes, I love that, Susan. She said there is 1,001 ways up the mountain. Absolutely. And we all have a different path. We all have a different journey, which is why, back to what I was saying earlier, not to judge. Yes, there's also 1,001 exchanges to enjoy all the way up. Absolutely. Look for the positive things from other people. Look for the ways that they are benefiting your life, even if it's a struggle. My ex was a great teacher for me. He helped me become a stronger, more confident woman as a result. And I learned all sorts of things about myself that I would not trade. And I'm grateful, and I want him to be happy, and I want him to live the life of his dreams. Our lives went apart. We grew apart, and we want different things, but there's nothing wrong with him per se. There's nothing wrong with me per se. We both have our own lessons to learn, and we're going to learn our lessons in different ways. And we can't make other people learn a lesson the way that we think they should, right? I love that Garth Brooks songs, thank God for unanswered prayers, right? Because sometimes we think we know the best, we think we're in control, and we want something so bad, and we try to make something work, and we can't see what's right in front of us. The obviousness that something is not working anymore, that it's not healthy anymore, that it's not in our best interest anymore. But we fight change, we fight growth sometimes, we fight realizing that a relationship has served its purpose, and it's now time to transition out and to do something else and to interact with other people. We all have importance and value, and we all can be and are meant to be a teacher for someone else. We're meant to help be guides for other people that are looking to learn a lesson that maybe we learned recently, which is why it's so important to share who you are and share your experience and share your journey, share your dreams, share what you're creating. If you didn't watch my show with Angela about a month ago or so, go back and look for that, because she has a great story of how she is facing her fear and writing those books for children about water. It's magnificent. It's exciting. So I want to know what you're doing. What are you creating? What are you manifesting? What are you working towards? Right now is a key and vital time in humanity. We need to be sending and holding this planet and each other in so much love and light, and let go of fear, because fear drags down our frequency, drags down our vibration, drags down our immune system, and it feeds the negativity, the negative energy that's going around. So let's transmute that with the light, because we can. With water, which has a brain, which, Kira and Beta Austin have been communicating with water because it has the consciousness, which is so exciting. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look up Beta, that's a VEDA, Austin, AUSTIN. She wrote a book recently where she has all these different pictures of how she is communicating with water and how it is communicating back. And it's so amazing and exciting. She took Dr. Emoto, the Japanese doctor scientist that proved water has, for lack of a better way to put it, feelings, has a consciousness, understands different words, and responds accordingly. So he froze water molecules with positive words, love, joy, and so on. And then he froze some water molecules with negative, fear, hate, discrimination, so on. The positive words were beautiful snowflake-like crystals that were incredible to look at. They were so beautiful and sparkly. The negative words, those frozen with the water molecules, were like blobs. They weren't beautiful crystals that came together and were pleasing to look at. If you think what you think does not impact your body, think again. If you think what other people say to you does not impact your body, your cells, think again. If you think what you watch on TV, what you fall asleep to, what you are allowing to go into your subconscious, what tapes you are playing subconsciously over and over and over again, if you think that none of that has an impact on your cells, on your wellness, on your ability to fight off viruses and bacteria, illnesses, if you think it doesn't contribute to a condition, think again, because they've done studies showing how important energy is. And that's what it is. Emotions, different words are energy in motion. And our bodies are at least 70% water. Our brain is 83%, our blood is 90%. So if we are putting fear and negative thoughts and beliefs and life scripts that are playing without our even recognizing or realizing it, right? I highly suggest that you go on to ShriNkira.com and do navigating the inner matrix. Do the forgiveness practice. It is profound how it can help you release some deep-seated resentments and unforgiveness that maybe you didn't even realize you were carrying around, that baggage. So you can feel lighter and freer and happier. And you can catch yourself when those life scripts start playing again. You can recognize how that makes you feel. So if you're feeling off, if you're feeling a little down or depressed, if you're feeling more anxiety than you really want to, where is that coming from? Ask yourself. Go do the navigating the inner matrix and find out. Figure it out. It will help you peel back those layers and figure out what is causing. Because we all have stress and anxiety at times. That's part of life. We all are going to have challenges. That's part of life. We're all going to have people that we are not going to get along with that are going to come into our life to challenge us, to help us move forward on our journey, on our path, and towards remembering our authentic self. We often have to have people and situations happen to move us in the direction that we need to go. It's hard for us to see the big picture, right? But I know every one of you out there, whenever you're listening to this, I know you've experienced that where a relationship ended, you felt absolutely devastated and didn't know how you could possibly get involved with someone else, whether it was a friend, whether it was a business association, or whether it was a romantic love interest. You were hurt. You probably felt betrayed. You probably felt, backstabbed or whatever when the relationship fell apart. And then a couple years down the road, maybe you are in your dream job now, and it took getting fired or having issues with a coworker that then you quit in order to put yourself on the path that 2 years down the road you job. Or come to find out that friend that you thought that was like your best friend, that was like a sibling to you, maybe something happened and that friendship fell apart, and then come to find out a couple years down the road you met somebody that was even more and better fit for you and your life and where you're at, and maybe they are the ones that had this connection that helped you get your dream job. We just don't know how the pieces are going to fall into place, and that is both exciting and beautiful because we don't have to try to control everything. Yes, it is important to make sure our mindset is supportive of our dreams, right? You want your mindset to be supportive of your heart and soul, which is why it's important that our thoughts are positive and loving and supportive and compassionate for ourselves. And if you don't know how to do that, I highly recommend Louise Hay. Louise Hay has an incredible story. She was a high school dropout. She went through years and years of abuse. She was not nice to herself. She had been a model for a while, and so food was like enemy to her, right? And she did not love herself. So when she developed breast cancer, she started looking at what her thoughts had been about her body, what her food choices had been, how she was nourishing herself, not only on a physical standpoint, but from a water standpoint, from emotional standpoint, mental standpoint, spiritual standpoint. She looked at all these different areas, and she made huge changes and was able to cure herself or clear her body of the cancer without having to go through chemo and radiation. That's how powerful our mind is. That's how powerful we are. We are connected with the divine. We can create miracles. We can manifest anything we desire, including having our bodies heal from something, having our bodies reverse age. Look at Shri and Kira. We can manifest and co-create anything. Our bodies are no exception. Our bodies are incredible, miraculous beings that create life, right? What's more miraculous than that? And creating life in our beautiful sacred bodies. And I hope that you are treating your body like it is a beautiful sacred temple housing your experience in density, your experience in this world, on this planet, at this very moment in time. Yes, your spirit, your soul is much bigger than your body. But you created your body. You chose what you wanted to look like, whether you wanted to be male or female, what experience you wanted to have, and what co-creative plans you came to serve humanity with, you came to serve Earth with at this moment, because this is such an important moment to remember who you are, to remember how powerful you are, to come together with like-minded souls and beings like we are here right now, to send so much love and light into the earth, into the world, into our universe, to help mitigate some of the fear and panic and anger and skepticism that's happening, the lack of trust of each other, the lack of trust of our government, the lack of trust of people from other countries. You know, let's remember we are all connected because we all have a soul, we all have a body, and we are connected, just like we're connected to our loved ones once they no longer are in a body of form. I know you most likely have felt the presence or sensed or dreamt when you slept about a loved one that is no longer here. It's because their energy, just like you are, we're connected, which is why when you have a thought about that person you've not talked to for months or years, and then the phone rings and it's them, it's because we're connected. We're connected at a soul level, which is beautiful. And because we can support each other at the soul level just by sending thoughts. That's why prayer is so powerful and works. They've done studies where the person being prayed about, their blood pressure actually dropped when they were getting that love through the airways, so to speak, energetically. Love is the most powerful thing. And if we come together and send love into this world, we can make a difference. We can come together and support each other and create a beautiful, supportive new world where there is plenty of abundance, where we are helping each other from a place of love, not from a place of competition, and not from a place of lack. Too many times I see people being cutthroat in business, stabbing other co-workers or professionals that do the same thing they do in the back, thinking that that's going to get them more business. And it doesn't. It lowers their vibration. How about thinking about it this way, that there's unlimited clients, there's unlimited potential for your business. You don't have to put anybody else down in order to be successful. You just need to believe, first of all, that you're worthy and have that desire to help other people, and then trust that the universe is going to bring to you the people that you can help the most. It's stepping forward and saying, yeah, I see you, fear, but I'm doing this anyway. That's the only way to get over fear, is to push through it, to acknowledge it and do it anyway. It's scary to try something new because it's the unknown. But we don't have to live a life of fear. We don't have to live a life of lack. We don't have to live a life of suffering. And there's way too much suffering happening in the world. There's so much misinformation out there. And there are people that don't want to see you thriving. They don't want to see you happy, even if they say they do. Trust yourself, trust your gut, know who to trust. And if somebody betrays you that you trust, that's on them. Don't let that fear of being judged, of being hurt, of being criticized or ridiculed or failing stop you from being you, from sharing yourself with the world, from sharing your ideas, from sharing your gifts and talents. From taking care of you, from going for your dreams. Go for your dreams. They are so important. And you wouldn't have been given those nudges of inspiration, of creativity, if it wasn't something for you to explore further. And while something may not come of it, I guarantee there's going to be something you're going to learn and some benefit you're going to get out of whatever experiences you are having. Look for the silver lining. Look for the gift in every situation you're in, whether that's a relationship that's good or not good, whether that's a job that you love or one that you don't. Look for the gifts in them. Look for the gems. Look for those pearls. Look for the things that are going to take you where you want to go. And if you don't know where you want to go, you want somebody to talk to, let me know. Write it out. Don't let fear and old tapes limit you on dreaming. If you have a dream, there's a reason you have that dream. Write it out. And then pretend like money and resources were not a worry. We're not limited. Start thinking that way, that it's unlimited. Resources are unlimited, right? What do you want to create? I'm excited about my future and what I am creating. I am going to create a whole new Dawna, a whole new life, all out of my desire to help you, to provide services for people to improve the quality of their life on multiple levels. And I'm not sure exactly where all I'm going to create these healing or wellness centers, but I feel called to do that. And maybe one of the points of light of Sheree and Kara, that would be an honor of mine. To be a light, to be a beacon, right? To help people as they evolve and awaken, and to learn things that truly do support the body, support the mind, support the soul. Meditations, movement, journaling, making a vision board, putting out there what your goals are so you have what your dreams are, and then setting goals underneath them so you have a game plan to get you where you want to go. Then you're not just flopping around, not fulfilling your path, so that you don't wake up 10 years down the road and go, how did I get so far off my path? Be loving to you and put together that game plan for you so that you are doing exactly what you need to see your dreams come to fruition. I believe in you. I know you have all the gifts and talents that you need. You may not have discovered them yet. Keep taking courses, keep learning more about yourself. Sign up for Monday Magic if you're not in Monday Magic. The I Am discourses have been amazing, inspiring, and I know it's helping me to evolve. It's helping me to ascend. It's helping me to raise my vibration. It's helping me to discover more about myself so that I can be the very best me possible for me first and to serve others. So I will be making some changes, and you will see that. One is going to be my name, and I will come out with that as soon as it's all set and done. And I want to help you. So if you have any questions at all, let me know. It's important to stay connected. It's important to come together, lift each other up, share how we've done what we've done, because it can give someone else hope. It can give someone else a blueprint. And it helps everyone to know that we are not alone. And you're not. You're not alone. I see you. One of my gifts is I get to see people's hearts and souls. And it's beautiful. I love being able to see people in that way, see their highest good. Yes, Susan said that the lotus is inside all of us, the features, and that is very true. It's time for us to remember who we are and to come out of the mud like the lotus and open and expand and share our gifts with the world, share our heart and our soul with the world. So really, I want to challenge you to around 8/8, either the day before, the day of, a couple days before, write out what you want to see in the next month, what you want to see in the next 6 months, what do you want to see in the next year. This is a profound time for manifesting and remembering just how magnificent and powerful you are. So write that out. Do some sort of ceremony on 8/8, on the new moon day with the Lionsgate. Meditate, visualize, take a bath, light a candle. Be nice to you. Get your favorite oil, your favorite scent, either in a candle or in an oil that you rub on your feet. Be nice to you. Drink lots of water, eat lots of living whole foods that give your body that higher vibration and help to support your cells at an optimal level. I don't know about you, but I don't want to just survive through this life. I want to thrive. I want to touch other people in a positive way. I want to create my dreams. I don't want to get to the end of my life and wonder why I never took the chance, why I never risked, why I never faced the fear and did it anyway. Right? And I don't want you to miss out either. So you need encouragement. You need someone to say, you've got this. Reach out to me. I will be more than happy to tell you that. So until next week, I want you to know that you matter. Drink more water, eat more whole food, do your journaling, write out those goals, do some sort of ceremony on 8/8 or the day before. So you have those energies, you set that intention with these energies that are so supportive right now, that are so magical right now in this choice month of August. Be noble, be generous. Be aligned with your highest intentions and your highest morals and your highest good. Be in alignment. Lionment. Be the lion. Until next time, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm sending you so much positive, healing light and love. Namaste. Many blessings.